Hello all and welcome to my channel. Today's class will be opening into the upper back, so thoracic mobility. It'll be opening into our hips, so hip mobility, and we'll also be seeing if we can find our way into side crow in a little bit of a less traditional entry. You might appreciate having a block for practice today. Leave it somewhere near the top of your mat, and when you're ready, we're going to start, as I am here, sat on shins. So as you come to this kneeling position, if it doesn't work for you, just take a different seat to begin with to allow yourself to settle. Just let your hands rest onto your thighs, a little roll back of the shoulders, closing the eyes. Feel that nice long length of your spine up the back of the body, maybe seeing if you can sit a little taller. Feel a softness across your face as you relax your cheeks, relax your jaw, and just noticing your breath. As your focus moves that little bit more inward, as everything feels like it's settling a little more still, just allow the breath to be the thing that grows, that increases with energy. Feeling that sense of space and lightness as you breathe in, and that sense of release and softening as you breathe out. Lovely, and then use your next breath in to take a big circle of the arms to the sky. Lift your gaze to the hands and let the palms connect above you. And as you exhale, lower your hands down through your center and drive the hands together. So big, powerful press of the hands. Hands are in front of chest, turn the fingertips to face forwards, and as you inhale this time, push the hands away, but keep pressing the palms together. Exhale, pull those hands back in towards your chest center. Again, inhale, arms to the sky, biceps by the ears, ribs stay in. Exhale, hands lower towards the chest, drive the hands together, elbows are wide. Turn the fingertips to face forwards, inhale, press them away, keep that press. As the arms get straight, it gets very hard. Exhale, pull those hands back in towards you. One more time, inhale, lifting up, get long in the side body. Exhale, pressing the palms as you lower them down towards your chest. Turn the fingertips forwards, inhale, push the palms away, press them together, and exhale, pull them all the way back in. As you release your arms, just let them come loose by your body and start to make some soft twists through the torso. Your arms are super dangly, like one of those toys perhaps that you used to have where you press the button at the bottom and your arm suddenly goes strong. Keep them nice and floppy. I'm rambling. Allow your torso to perhaps see if it can find a little bit more range. You're letting your arms lightly tap your body or your arms. And maybe your lungs start making a weird little noise if they're anything like mine. Good, couple more. Let those arms be super free. Everything feels that little bit looser. And allow yourself to slow and slow until you come back to center. Let your right hand come out onto the floor next to you, perhaps just fingertips. Inhale your left arm to the sky. Maybe just push your hips a little bit to the left, and then the hand in the sky is going to come and cradle the back of your head. Press the head into the hand, press the hand into the head, and see if you can look up towards the elbow or up towards the ceiling. Left side body is getting long. Breathe into that left rib cage. And all the way out. Lovely. Release it, switch the sides, left hand or fingertips beside you. Inhale, right arm rises to the sky. Maybe push your hips a little bit to the right before cradling back of the head. Press the head into the hand, press the hand into the head. Breathe into that right rib cage. Full breath in. And a full breath out. Wonderful. Releasing that. You'll be happy to know that we're tucking our toes coming off of the ankles. Now tuck your toes pretty wide. Go about as wide as your mat. Your knees at the moment are inwards. Use your fingertips. Push your way back towards a loose yogi squat. So your heel can be lifted, and I want you to find some movement left to right. So keep your fingertips down for some balance, and as you move towards the right, you lift the right heel. As you move towards the left, you lift the left heel. Keep pressing the knees wide and just take a moment to find a little bit of comfort here. Try to keep your spine long. Try not to be too rounded. And then adding in a little bit of extra external rotation. So as I move towards the left, I'm going to drive my right knee wide. As I move towards the right, I'm going to drive my left knee wide. So you're using your bum muscles, push the knee wide. Moving the other side, push the knee wide. Good. Take one more each side. Maybe you're even rolling towards the knife edge of your foot. And then you're going to do the opposite with the leg. So move towards your left, the right knee comes down. Can it tap the floor? Don't worry if it can't. Shift yourself across, let the other knee tap. Now you're welcome to keep the hands down for a little bit of balance. You can make life harder by bringing your hands up. And it's not about speed. I want you to slowly move side to side, just finding that little bit of flossing through the hips. Good. Take one more left or one more each, wherever you are. Before coming into your yogi squat, press into those heels, keep your chest upright. Can you come straight up to stand? Now, wherever you are stood, I want you to take your feet wider than your mat, if you've got grip. Toes are pointing out and away from each other. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Think of nice and hollow through your belly. As you exhale, push your bum out behind you, knees go wide. So I guess it's goddess pose. Your arms are going to come down toward the inner of your knees, inner thighs, and then take your hands towards your ankles. Push your bum behind you. Your chest should be kind of parallel to the mat. Keep hold of your left ankle or hand towards left foot. And as you inhale, right arm turns to the sky. Push your bum out behind you. It's pretty fiery for the legs. Drive your knees wide. Return that hand down. Switch the sides. Right hand holds right ankle. Inhale, twist through the left arm. And gazing up, drive the legs wide. Feel the heat there. Final breath in. As you exhale, hands back to the ankles or hands back to the mat, and then heel toe, your feet to come hip distance apart as you find your way into a ragdoll fold. A soft bend of knees, belly and thighs are close together, the arms can dangle or cross. Think of the elbows pulling down towards the mat as your sit bones lift and widen towards the sky. Each breath lets the spine feel longer. Each exhale, contract into the core. Can you pull the body to fold? One more, inhale. And exhale, good. Hands towards the floor. Walk yourself out towards a tabletop position. Drop the knees down to the mat. From there, right arm to the sky. Inhale, gaze up towards it. Exhale, thread the arm underneath the left armpit. Palm faces the sky. Side of the shoulder down onto the mat. Side of the head as well. Take a moment to find balance and steadiness here. And then left arm is reaching towards the sky. Think of your body weight as tipping slightly backwards. Feeling that length, that stretch into the sort of rear of your right rib cage. And then the left hand that's in the sky, I just want you to make big star hands, so expand your fingertips, and then a tight fist. Stars and fists, and you're going to get faster and faster as we multitask in this pose, keeping our twist, keeping that stretch, whilst we warm into that top wrist. Good, keep going, a little bit faster. 4, 3, feel the burn. 2 and 1. Bring that hand down, unthread your way back round towards tabletop. We'll simply take that to the second side. Left arm, spin it to the sky, gaze up towards it. Exhale, thread the arm through, palm faces the sky. Take a moment to find that point on the side of the shoulder, side of the head into the twist. From there, right arm to the sky, lean your chest back, roll the chest open. Then, hand in the sky, fists and stars. Start slowly if you like, but I don't want you to compromise the quality for speed. So you're still grabbing a tight fist, expanding the hand wide, but trying to get faster at the same time. Keep going there for 3, 2, forearms burning, and 1. Bring your hand back down to the mat. Push your way back round towards a tabletop position, and then just step your knees a little further back. So it's no longer tabletop, it's a little bit more like a supported plank. Find a soft tuck of the tailbone, squeeze through your glutes and hollow through your belly. From there, take a little bit of a sway through your upper body, left to right. Just bringing some weight into the hands, and maybe if you need to, just scoot your knees a little further forwards, so now that you can lean across your wrist, or should I say in front of your wrist. So there's more weight towards the fingertips, stretching and strengthening as we move. Good. Take one more little swish side to side. Before then moving yourself back, tucking your toes, lifting your hips and finding your downward facing dog. Take a moment to feel comfortable here. If you want a little pedal of your legs, if you want a swish of the shoulders, nod of the head, then go ahead. Feel the breath. Maybe see if you can just elongate each breath in and elongate each breath out. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale. From your down dog, I want you to bend your right knee. So heel towards bum. It's kind of like three-legged dog, but it's not. Now, keeping that heel close towards your bum, thinking of your inner thighs here. As you inhale, widen your inner thighs. You're going to lift that right knee to the sky. Look underneath your right armpits. You're turning into it. Exhale, bring the knees back together so you're into that little three-legged dog variation. Again, inhale, lift the knee to the sky. Widen the inner thighs. Look under the right armpit. Exhale, close it off, knees come back together. Last one. Inhale, keep pushing the floor away. Lift through the knee, squeeze through right glutes. This time as you exhale, draw the knee down, stepping the foot forwards, bring it between the hands, top of the mat. Keeping a nice deep bend into the front knee, we're rising into a high lunge. Take a moment to come upright to feel your balance before sending the arms up alongside the ears. Squeeze through left glutes. Think of your tailbone ever so slightly drawing under to keep the pelvis nice and neutral. And breathing in, arms are reaching. And breathing out. Good. Take one more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's see if we can find some balance as we come forwards. Left knee to chest. Can you catch it? So we're standing on our right foot. Give that left leg a little squeeze. Two options. Your right hand is going to hold the front of your left knee, or your right hand is going to hold the little toe edge of your foot. From there, the left arm is spinning all the way up and over towards the back of the mat. You can either choose to stay holding the knee or start to press the heel away from you, finding length into that left leg. As you push through the heel, think of squeezing through your right glutes to give you stability. The leg does not need to be straight. I want you to keep pushing the heel away as you pull the leg towards you. We'll take one more breath in, whatever variation you have. Now, as you exhale, slow as you can so that you can control it. I want you to let go of the leg. Start kicking it out behind you as the left arm spins down. That left hand is going to come down perhaps to your block to give you a little bit of a fighting chance, maybe the floor if you're flexible. The right arm is then rising to the sky as you find your revolved half moon. Hard shape, really hard shape. Make sure that the foot that's on the floor and the hand that's on the floor are on train tracks. The hand is not in front of the toes, the hand is on the left, the foot is on the right. Squeeze left glutes, lift through back heel and push the block into the floor to give you the strength to turn your chest. We'll take a full breath in, keep holding. And a full breath out. Good. Bring the hand to the waist, curl your knee in towards your chest. Can you slowly, slowly, slowly guide that left shin down to the floor so that you are sitting onto your left shin and your right knee is to the sky. Send your right arm tall to the ceiling as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're folding towards the inside of the thigh. Your hands might want to come forwards. You're very welcome, if you would like to, is to try a bind by wrapping the right arm around the front of the shin, the left arm around the lower back. Can you find your own fingertips? The fold is our main focus, so don't worry if the bind isn't there. You could try a strap if you wanted to, but if you have that bind, I want you to think of pushing your right tricep backwards to bring your left shoulder forwards. You're thinking of aiming your nose towards your left knee. Expand into your belly, inhale. And exhale, lovely. From there, release your bind if you have it as you sit yourself all the way up. Tucking through your back toes to find yourself into a little crouch, so lift that left knee. Your right hand is going to hold the front of your right toes. This might ring some bells for some of you that take my classes often. Can you find your left heel towards the mat as your right leg extends away? Maybe you can find a little hold in pistol squat. Maybe you can't, maybe you're already on your bum and that's no problem. Take one breath in. And then release yourself down to the floor. Let your left knee fall away from you, sole of foot towards inner of thigh. Turn your chest about 45 degrees towards the left. Right hand reaches out in the direction of your right toes. And as you inhale, left arm high to the sky. Maybe stay here if you've already got a left side body stretch. On the exhale, if you want to go further, think of side bending in the direction of your right toes. Your right side body is moving in the direction of your right leg. Root down through left sit bone, press the left rib cage to the sky. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Use an inhale to come all the way up. Turn yourself back to face forwards. Now a little bit of a fidget. I want you to bring your left leg, the one that's already bent, so the shin to be roughly parallel with the top of the mat. From here, can we not use our hands and can we guide our right shin to be roughly on top? So this is hard. Can you pick the leg up? Think of taking the knife edge of the foot towards the very outer of your thigh. So you're coming towards fire log. Maybe your knee is really tall like this, like me. If it's like this, like me, fine, stay with it. Can you get there? If it's absolutely impossible, bring that foot in front of the knee instead. So if you've fought your way there without hands, good job. If you need to use your hands, just use your hands a little bit. This might be where you stay. Maybe your fingertips come alongside your hips to help you sit that little bit taller. Again, maybe this is where you stay. If you want to move a little further, maybe your hands could come onto the mat in front of you. Again, a gap here is okay. It's just something that we have to work with. It's a flexibility thing. I'm not the most flexible person in the world. This is proof. Take one breath in to stay long through the body and one breath out. One more variation that you're welcome to explore if you want is to walk your hands off towards the right side. Again, stay here. Or perhaps the elbow can press into the outer of the thigh. The hands can come together as you find a twist through the chest. There's a lot going on in the body here, guys. If this is too much, take any of the variations that we've just been through. Take a final deep breath in and a final full breath out. Good. Try not to sling yourself, no slingshots out of that pose. Walk your hands all the way back onto the mat. Lift yourself up. If you can, without hands, take the ankle off, hug the heels to your bum. As you roll your way over, step your feet back into a high plank position. Think of squeezing your bum and hollowing your belly, breathe in. On the exhale, perhaps use your knees to the floor so that you can control your body weight all the way down to the mat. Slow and controlled the entire way, do not rush it. From the mat, we'll take baby cobra. Inhale, lift the chest and the hands squeeze through the shoulder blades. As you exhale, release the body back down. Let this be a moment of rest. Just let everything switch off. This time as you inhale, cobra. So this time you're going to use your hands, but you're not pushing, you're pulling. Your elbows will stay bent. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Your neck is long. Root down through the hips. And as you exhale, release the body down to the floor. Good. Tuck the toes, hands by the rib cage. Move your sit bones back towards the heels and then into the sky, back into down dog. Roll the sit bones up. Let the thighs feel like they're rolling in. Press the heels towards your mat. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Left leg, bend it, heel towards bum so that your knees are roughly in line. From there, use your next inhale to think of widening your inner thighs. Look under the left armpit, lift the left knee. Exhale, knees come back roughly in line. Two more like that. Inhale, turn it open. Pelvis turns to the left, lift the knee. Exhale, close it back off. And then last one. Inhale, open it up, push into the arms, press the knee to the sky. As you exhale, draw that foot forwards, place it between the hands. If you knew that for your revolved half moon, that block was handy, put the block on the right side now, so it's there for you on the second side. When you're ready, we're coming to a high lunge first. Arms up and over, nice engagement through right bum muscles. Feel that length into the front of the right hip. Steady your breathing, inhale. Exhale. Last one. As you exhale, right knee to chest. Can you catch your balance? Fight for it. If you feel that you're wobbling, can you hold on? Draw the thigh in nice and close. Your left hand is either going to stay holding the front of the knee. Maybe it takes hold of the little toe edge of the foot. Slow and steady, your right arm, you can circle it if you like, to reach towards the back of your mat. Your chest is turning to face the right side. Perhaps you're starting to press that right heel away from you. Any amount, leg can stay bent. But you're pulling the leg towards you to keep your chest, hips and bottom heel nicely aligned, nice and upright through your body. If you want to challenge the balance further, can you gaze towards your back hand? I can't even hold my balance. Last one, breath in. Breath out. Good job. Slow and steady. Let's find this transition. Release the foot. Swim your arms forwards. Kick your leg out behind you. Right hand to your block or maybe to the floor. Left arm is now high to the sky. Think of your inner thighs squeezing towards each other. Lift through your rear heel. Push the floor away. If you want to take hand to waist, that makes it a little bit more accessible. Take a deep breath in, it's still hard. And a full breath out. Wonderful. Your back leg, curl the knee towards your chest, guide that right shin softly, softly, softly down onto the mat next to your left foot. Left arm rises to the sky, create length in that left side. As you exhale, fold forwards, torso towards the inner of that thigh. Either two hands forwards, stay there, or you can take that bind if you want to explore it. Think of body towards thigh, nose towards knee, finding that nice push of the back of the left tricep into the shin if you've taken the bind. Great, final inhale and exhale. Releasing your hands, sit yourself tall. Let's see if the transition works on this side. Tuck those right toes, let the right knee lift. Hold the front of the left foot. If you want to do it without holding the foot, no hands, that's going to be even harder. You're welcome to scale it upwards. Reach the right arm forwards. Think of your torso towards your right thigh to help you counterbalance. Can you find that press, that drop of the heel? There's a lot going on. Hip mobility, ankle mobility, hip flexibility is loads. Softly come to the floor, or not softly. Drop the right knee wide, sole of foot towards inner thigh. Turn your torso about 45 degrees to the right. Your left hand is going to go in the direction of your left calf, ankle, foot. Right arm to the sky, breathing in. On the exhale, side bending, sending that right arm alongside the ear, not sort of turning the chest. It's not a fold, it's a side bend. Press that right thigh away from you. Inhale. Exhale. One more, breathing in. Breathing out. Good. As you come all the way back up, turn to face forwards. Bring your right leg more in front of you so the shin is roughly parallel front line of the mat. Can you do it without your hands? At least try without your hands. Can you pick up that knife edge of the foot? It might not look very pretty. Can you find roughly sole of foot to match with the outer of the thigh, shins parallel with the mat? Same options as before. Perhaps you leave your fingertips to the floor and you stay upright. If you want to take your hands forwards, that is your next option. Maybe stay here for a moment, acclimatise, maybe, walking the hands off towards the left. If you want to take it that final step, hook the elbow around the outer of the thigh, palms to come together, drive the arm into the leg and allow the chest to twist. Breathing in, breathing out. Last one, you've got it. As you exhale, undo, unplonk that leg, roll your way over those ankles, hands to the floor, feet step back, high plank position. One breath in, drive the floor away. Imagine you're still driving the floor away as you exhale, softly come to the floor. So you're pushing your hands down the entire time, even as you're coming towards it. Baby cobra, inhale, lift the chest, lift the hands so there's no help from the arms. Exhale, rest, relax, let the body find the floor. This time, full cobra. Inhale, the chest lifts. Draw the hands towards the hips, the pelvis stays down. We don't lift through the hips. Elbows hug towards ribcage. Exhale, release it back to the floor. Good, hands by the ribs, tuck the toes. Push your hips back, hips to the sky and into your downward facing dog. Take a few breaths of being still. Let the head feel nice and heavy, softness in the back of the neck. Great, last breath in. And all the way out. Good, right leg, inhale to the sky, three-legged dog. On the exhale, bend the knee in the sky, just like the shape we've already made. Heel towards bum, knee towards the ceiling. On the exhale, draw this foot forwards and step it super wide off the right side of the mat. Super wide. Drop your back knee to the floor when you get there, and these right toes are angling off in a direction. They're off on a diagonal. The right arm, as you inhale, is going to spin up towards the sky. Maybe you can roll onto the knife edge of your front foot and then bend your back knee, and can your hand in the sky catch your back foot as you draw heel towards your bum. Keeping that rotation through the chest, think of your hips driving towards the mat, squeeze your left bum muscles. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. On your exhale, release that foot, let the hands come back to the mat. This is a little bit complicated. I want you to see where your front foot is and move your hands a little bit further forwards, or if you've run out of space, move the foot a little bit further back. The important part is the hands are now in front of that foot, but only just. Lift your back knee and your back foot is going to come and step next to your front foot. Now the outer of your left thigh is next to your right tricep. You're now going to think of going off in a left diagonal direction. So go left, 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 slightly forwards. Can you squeeze those inner thighs? Can you find perhaps a little bit of balance into your side crow? If you have, you've got one more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Let the feet land. Don't worry if you didn't find lift, and that left foot steps all the way back. With the right leg, guide it into pigeon. The knee goes a little bit wider than the point of the hip, and the shin is likely on a diagonal. I want you to keep your fingertips onto the mat in front of you, and you can let that back leg shuffle back if it needs to. A little push into the fingertips to broaden the chest. Engage through left bum. Drive the hips heavy towards the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Good, last one. As you exhale, you're going to sit your bum off towards the right, curl your back leg round, heels across, before rolling your way over, hands to the mat, feet step back. Choice is to go straight to down dog if you like, or as you exhale, soft and slow, your chest is an aeroplane coming into land. It goes forwards and down in one motion all the way to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest, no help from the hands. Exhale, release it down. Good. One more full cobra. Inhale, pull the hands to the hips, squeeze your back body. Imagine your back is a big capital V, squeeze it. Exhale, release it down. Hands by the ribs, push your way back, hips to the sky, taking a moment to pause before we explore that on the second side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lovely. Left leg, inhale to the sky, three-legged dog. Let that leg in the sky bend, turn the pelvis, look under the armpit, lift the inner thighs away from each other. On the exhale, guide the foot forward, step it super wide, way off the side of your mat. The toes turn out and the back knee drops down. Maybe allow the front foot to roll onto the knife edge, left arm all the way to the sky. And then bending that back knee. Use a strap if you need to lasso the foot, but also know that the more that you twist your chest, the longer effectively that left arm feels. You could also put a block under the right hand to give you a little bit more distance to reach. Pull the heel towards your bum, let your bum run away from the heel. Inhale. And exhale. Good, last one. As you exhale, softly let it go. Two hands to the mat. I know this is a challenging entry to side crow, but it's so worth exploring for your oblique strength. Your hands are going to go a little further forwards in front of your foot. Just explore with it, just have fun. Back foot, step it in so your 2 feet are together. You should already feel your right obliques working here. Side of the thigh, mid towards thigh, so not necessarily knee, try and come more mid-thigh, comes towards the back of that left elbow. You're squeezing your thighs together. I'm now going to go diagonally in the right direction. So I'm going to move towards the right. I'm going to go a little bit forwards as well. Can I squeeze my heels towards my bum? Pull the elbows in, broaden the shoulder blades. Keep driving the floor away. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Softly. Guide the feet back to the mat if you are flying. Right foot, step it back to where it came from. Left leg guiding into pigeon. Knee wider than hip. Hips stay pointing forwards. Today, I'd like you to keep your chest proud. A little press into the fingertips if you wish. Engaging through right bum. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Take a final breath in. This time, as you exhale, sit off towards the left side into the gap. Take your legs out wide into a straddle shape. Toes and knees are pointing towards the sky, making sure you're sat tall on your sit bones. Sometimes slightly rolling the thighs in can help you achieve that, or you could sit up onto a block to help you have a little bit more space. From whatever it is that you've got there, I want you to think of creating length in the lower part of your torso. Pull the ribs up away from the hips. And as you exhale, you're welcome to take this forwards. If as you come forwards, you just can't feel like you can sit up, take your hands behind you instead. Push into the fingertips to maintain that length. And if you've got a little more to give, you can push into the fingertips to send the chest forwards. The heels push away, the thighs press down. Depending on your range, depending on what you've got, if you want to bring a block in, if you want to let your head rest to a block, maybe 2 blocks, depending on your range. Allow yourself just to be still here. Even though we're still and softening, we're keeping a level of tension in the legs. We're thinking of pressing the thighs down, squeezing the quads, the muscle on the top of the leg. Take a couple more breaths, maybe having your eyes closed, encouraging the body to soften. Lovely, last one, inhale. Exhale. As you sit yourself up or release whatever you were pushing against, any props out the way, and swing that right leg to the top of the mat. 2 feet to the floor, knees are bent, arms are forwards, tucking that tailbone, rounding the spine and controlling your way all the way down to the floor. Give your knees a nice little hug in towards your chest, small little ball, before letting the knees fall off towards the right and the left arm to reach out in the opposite direction. You're welcome to stay here, or if sometimes this doesn't feel too comfortable, before you let the knees fall to one side, move your hips a little bit to the left and then let the knees fall to the right. And that keeps the spine a little bit more in one line, sometimes makes it feel a little bit more comfortable. You're also welcome to slide your right leg away if you want to make that twist deeper, but it's quite significant, so go steady. The breath can feel a little more challenged to move deeply here, so focus on it. Expand your belly. Control the release. One more. Great. As you roll your knees back to center, hug the knees back in. Again, if it worked for you, offset your hips a little bit towards the right, and then the knees fall off to the left, your choice. And if you chose to slide the bottom leg away, you can do so here. Your right arm reaches out in the opposite direction. Don't worry about the back side of the shoulder touching the mat. It doesn't matter. Just allow it to be heavy. It's a direction of movement. Into the belly and back out. You can then roll yourself back onto your back, take a little shuffle to feel aligned, to feel comfortable, before letting both legs extend out. Step them wide, take up space, let the toes fall away from each other. Maybe let those arms move a little wider as well. Big, expansive shape. Maybe choosing to just allow yourself one final deep breath in, fill your lungs. And then out through the mouth, let that breath go and just feel how your body releases with it. Find that sense of release across the face, that sense of heaviness into the limbs. Allow your focus to remain in the present, on your body, on your breath. Maybe if that's something that is quite challenging for your mind, just give it a point of focus. Maybe imagining a soft glow of light from your center, somewhere around your heart. And as you breathe in, you see that light get brighter. It's glowing bigger. As you breathe out, you see that light soften and dim ever so slightly. Staying with that visual for a few breaths. And then just before you allow yourself to move on, just take a moment to notice that inner feeling, that sense of energy within you from moving, from breathing. Notice how good it feels and give yourself a little well done for showing up, for doing this for you for today. And then find yourself that big breath in, reawakening your body. Maybe some movements in the wrists, the ankles, anything that you like here. The knees can then hug in. Give yourself a little squeeze. And whichever way is most fitting for you, find your way softly all the way up to seat. Your final inhale can send the hands back towards the sky. And your final exhale, hands down towards belly, chin to chest, maybe even a little smile across your face. Thanks so much for joining me for your practice today, guys. If that side crow needs a little work, check out my tutorial of it. That's just here. Or if you really want to get your teeth into learning to arm balance for beginners, I have an entire workshop for it, and I will link that just here. Hope to see you back on my channel soon. Have a lovely rest of your day.